I've always been passionate about connecting others. If asked to describe myself using a handful of adjectives, extroverted would be at the very top of my list. Bridging community is my absolute passion, and when I was accepted into the Bonner program nearly 4 years ago, I had no idea how instrumental the program would be for my development as a leader. Hi, my name is Sykes, and I'm a senior in the Bonner program. I'm a politics major, Florida native, and a fraternal twin. My twin sister Carson and I have grown up engaged in community service, a passion we got from my mother and grandmother. Growing up in the Tampa Bay area, we participated in outreach programs through my home church, St. John's, and enjoyed Girl Scouts. I found my true passion for service in middle school. When our Girl Scout troop disbanded in 4th grade, we were at a crossroads. We did not know how we were going to be able to get together and help our community, and when the catastrophic Haiti earthquake hit, we knew we had to do something. So, Carson and I started a neighborhood community service league to carry out the goal my troop had, to get money to Haiti after the devastating earthquake. We called our group CSL, short for Community Service League, and our initials, Carson, Sykes, and Lauren. CSL was active until Lauren moved away, and Carson and I turned our attention to community service initiatives at our high school. I chose Swanee because the feeling I got the minute I stepped foot on the mountain, it was indescribable. My college counselors and parents never understood why I only applied to one school. When asked what I would do if I didn't get in, my answer was simple. I would apply again next year. When I learned about the Bonner program and was ultimately accepted, I felt drawn to it, drawn to find my community, and drawn to continue the service work I had learned to love in middle and high school. When I found out I was accepted into the Bonner program, I excitedly began connecting with other Bonners who would be in my class before arriving at Swanee. When I walked into the Mary C. Cushman room for the first time as a freshman Bonner, I knew I had found my place. I kept coming back Friday after Friday, eager to grow and learn. I wore many different hats my first year in the program, working with an all-female mentorship group called CORE at Franklin County High School, Swanee Women Empowering and Engaging Community, known as SWEEK, and an after-school garden club at Swiss Elementary in Grootly Walker. While the program kept me busy, at each site I found my purpose. SWEEK was an all-female service group made up of amazing women who decided to spend early Saturday mornings doing service. This site allowed our members to get out what they put into it and connected them to our community partners by providing opportunities to foster new relationships and grow and work. After participating my freshman year, it was my turn to step up when Katie and Steph, the former site leaders and mentors, both graduated. I still remember that first service Saturday at the farm. I was so nervous, and I knew I had big shoes to fill. Pulling off that service Saturday was certainly one of the most significant experiences I've had in the Bonner program.
These are my friends from SWEEK.
All right.
Unfortunately, when Jasmine, my co-president, and I both went abroad our junior year, we returned to devastating news. SWEEK was no longer going to work as a site, and it was to be disbanded. It was not the right time for it to succeed. Again, I had to pivot. The after-school garden club at Swiss Elementary, known as Seeds of Change, aims to teach healthy living and the importance of conservation through the creation of a school garden. My work with the garden club began in the fall of my freshman year. My site leaders, Joe Gressley and Jacob Stracely, quickly became good friends who I admired greatly. By teaching our members seasonal gardening techniques and crop maintenance, they can take these skills home by encouraging the creation of a family garden, and with the larger goal of combating food insecurity on a local scale. Many of the children I've worked with come from food insecure households, with over 80% of students qualifying for free lunches at Swiss Elementary, so there is space to alter the curriculum to better suit the child and the family's needs. I volunteered at Swiss during a pivotal time for the program, and we were ultimately able to get a large grant to support our garden and revamp the program, watching the club grow from 8 kids to 25 kids per week. The project that I am most proud of is the creation of the Hoop House. We allowed the kids' creativity to shine. They voted and helped design and paint the background. We designed a beautiful mural, and the student volunteers from the university came out and helped as well. The group effort really paid off, and we still get to see the children's handprints, made as leaves, on the mural, reminding us that Swiss Elementary is a club of progress and change. Iyasu and I worked tirelessly in my junior year to write a grant for the Office of Civic Engagement, hoping to purchase the supplies to rebuild the roof of our hoop house and replace broken tools so we could facilitate our increase in membership, and we were ultimately awarded the grant. I felt as if I had finally hit my stride. I was ready to be a leader, excited to follow in the path of Joe, Jacob, Katie, and Steph. Suddenly, 2 days into spring break, the administration announced that we would not be returning to the mountain for the rest of the semester. I was at a loss and at a crossroads. I could not imagine doing the work that I loved through my computer. Connecting with others has always been what has energized and excited me, and now I was unsure if I would be able to foster meaningful relationships over Zoom. I was not ready for this monumental change, and I was scared. My grandmother always told me to choose joy. She was no stranger to loss herself, yet was the brightest person I've ever known. These words have been relayed to me time and time again in moments of hardship, fear, sadness, and worry. In the days and weeks that followed, I weighed these words with purpose, carefully navigating an unprecedented situation alongside my peers and the entire world amidst a global pandemic. I knew that she was right. I was going to get out of this semester what I was willing to put into it. I needed to set my worries aside, choose joy, and push forward.
Still, the idea of returning to school in August was out of my comfort zone and a combination of nerve-wracking and over-the-moon exciting. I was sure we would not make it a month, but was driven by a voice in my head that reminded me of the power of positive thinking. Shortly after returning, Iyasu and I met and had to make the tough decision that we did not have the resources, nor did the school have the capacity to execute a remote garden club. However, what happened on campus that first semester surprised me. The Swanee community adopted, and I did as well. I got to try new things, meet new people, and historically get the vaccine at the University Wellness Center right on campus.
The last leg of my Bonner journey began with a light bulb moment. Since freshman year, my friend Caroline Graham and I would play music at all of our Friday meetings, offer to MC them, even when the task at hand definitely did not require an MC, and suggest various social events outside of work hours that we could all do together, with the goal of ultimately strengthening relationships in the overall program and in each class. In September of 2020, the Social Distance Chair Committee was born, and I had found my purpose. Finally, my passion had become a sight, one that I am extremely proud of and hope will continue to promote togetherness and positive social interactions long after I am gone. While I am unsure of what's next for me, I hope to work in nonprofits, and I am so thankful for the Bonner program for helping me realize this call for my next step. The Bonner program has led me to lifelong friendships and brought me more joy than I could ever hope for in just 4 short years, and I will be forever grateful.